Okay, so yeah, where operators contain sign like statements, right? Like operators. Data. Okay, so here contains it means name contains A. A indicates this is an alphabetical letter. Anything you can declare A, B, C, D up to Z or any value. So the name, the character variable contains. So what value we are declaring here? So is that value is available in our SAS in input data set or not? That's we need to check actually. So here all we have declared A, right? So previously, so it just checking the name variable, the capital A value. So the capital A value is available for only two records. That is the reason here you can see Alfred and allies. So if suppose if I am declaring small a, see now how many observations we may get here. 9 observations. It means it contains 9 different, it means in name variable, the small a, you can see in different values. So here Barbara we have a, Carol we have a, James we have a, and Jonet we have a, like that it will check. Okay, if I am declaring some value, okay, two values. See here now, how many values I am getting here? Three values. How many values I'm getting here? Three values. If suppose the value ne, so when we declare value, it means multiple characters, it will check together. It means, so base, it means together, it means it need to search the letters like this. It means any value is there or not in name variable. You can see here now, Jonet and Jonet. So NE together, you can see NE in this Jonet name, and net in Jonet also, you can see the same. So it will check the letters in together way. Okay. So in the same way, we need to check with the percentage symbol. Name like NE. So NE. So for like, we need to declare the statement is called percentile. For like, we need to declare the statement is called percentile. Do we get any records here? No. So if suppose if I am declaring A, then you can see some records, 2 records. Okay. So here, what it will check, name likes, it means it will check the starting letters only. The contains, it will check anywhere in the word. The contents, it will check anywhere in this particular string. It means in name variable, the any letters together is there or not in this name variable. It will check is there, then it will display. Otherwise, it won't display. But like operator, it will search starting letters. Is starting with A alphabet. Okay. If suppose when we run the class dataset, open now. If the word I need to start with or suppose example, it will display all related which is starting with RO only. Okay, in middle of the word, it won't give anything. So if we have another RO value in between any words, it won't give. Why? Because the like statement, it will search in starting level only. Let me show you example. If suppose I'm declaring wo, okay, when we execute this, are you getting any record? No, because it will search starting letter only. So we don't have any starting name which start with wo. So that is the reason we need to. It means when we are using a, the word is starting with the declared letter. So the percentage symbol where we are declaring, it will just read here and remaining all values continuously. It will checking and it will display the remaining values. See here now, only 2 records. So did you understand the difference in between contains and like?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we will discuss the multiple executions. The main class is as the last class only. The difference between if and where is last class only. Today class will just check the different situations, how many ways we can work, we can deal with if and where statements. Okay. If suppose, for example, if I need the data set only age value 11, suppose I'm creating like CLS 11, and which is where, okay, is equals to 11. When we execute this code, see here, you can see only age 11 data sets. Now, so if you are declaring same thing, CLS 12, okay, by using single data step, you can declare single data statement, you can declare multiple data sets, n number of data sets you can declare. So if you apply this code, see here, now you can see the same data inside class 11 and class 12. Why? Because we are just using the where statement. So in class 12 data set also, you can see the same data because we are applying the same condition, right? That is the reason this where age is equals to 11 data is storing into this class 11 data set as well and class 12 data set. So what I'm doing here, rather than declaring as a where as a statement, I can declare where as an output data set option. I can declare where as a output data set option. So how can we declare where an output data set option? Where is equals to, and then you need to close with another bracket. Again, what I'm doing here, same thing. So instead of 11, I'm declaring 12. Like that, I can create number of data sets. Okay. So at the end of data sets declaration only, we need to end with the semicolon. Okay. In between, if you are giving any semicolon, it will give the syntax error. Then here 13, here 4 and 4, 6 and 6. I'm just giving the option. Previously, we know only we are just declaring only one data set option previously in last class. Now I'm declaring 6 data steps together and I'm applying the options individually for each data step. Okay, I'm applying the option for individual for each data step. Okay, so see here, you can see. So 19 observation is reading. In class 11, how many records we can, it is output. The output is in class 11 data set, how many observations it's storing based on where age is equals to 11, 2 records. And class 12 is 5, 3, 4, 4, 1. Okay. So based on the condition, it is just executing. Okay. Now, so this is the where execution. So if you want, you can do, otherwise you can just write, it means, so if you want individual data sets, it means we need to create 6 different data steps and we need to update 6 times where statement. It is very lengthy process, right? So rather than declaring multiple data steps, so I'm just using one data and declaring multiple data steps, and by using a where option, and I'm filtering the data sets, I'm filtering the data based on the requirement. Okay, na? Okay. So if I want to do same thing by using the if statement, is there any possibility? If I want to do same thing by using the if statement, is there any possibility? Now, if suppose instead of declaring if statement, okay, CLA, okay, instead of declaring if statement, I'm declaring, sorry, where statement, I'm declaring if statement. Now see here, how many observations we are getting? Same thing which we have seen before for the where statement. You can see the same here. Then, but I need to execute the data in class 11. I need to execute the data in class 11. Only age value is related to 11. In class 12, it should be only age 12 data. And one more thing, by using if statement, you can declare the condition, or you can use one more statement is called then. Okay, you can use one more statement is called then. What then statement will do? If this condition is true, then it will move to the true value to next execution. Okay, so the same thing, if you are declaring directly semicolon like this also, and this both are same, no issues. So what then statement will do? Then statement only it will execute for these true values. It won't execute for the false values. Okay, it won't execute for the false values. What we are declaring the statement here? Output statement. So when we are declaring the output statement, only output statement records only it will store in the data step, right? So when I execute this code now, now you see the same execution which we have executed before by using the if statement. Same thing what we have executed before by using only if age is equal to 11. If you are declaring the if age is equals to 11, then output statement also is giving same information. Okay, so without any difference. But what we need exactly here, in class 11 dataset also you have only age 11 value. In class 12 dataset also you have only class age 12 value. But in class 12 dataset, which information we need? Only age 12 data, but it is storing into both sides. So how can we execute? If suppose if I am declaring, for example, if I am declaring age 12 data here, when I execute this program, what it is doing? You can observe here, how many records I am getting in class 11? 7. In class 12, 7. It means in our SAS class, we have only age 11 group has 2 records, age 12 group has 5 records. But here, how many records is storing? 7 records. Here, how many records it is storing? 7 records. It means when you see, it is storing 2. It means age 11 data and age 12 data in class 11 data set. Here, it is storing same age 11 and 12 data in class 12 data set as well. But we need to store the data by using the conditional level, right? So if this condition is executing, this condition need to point only one data step. Okay, here we are not pointing to any one data step. That is the reason. So when this condition is executing, this information is storing inside these 2 data steps. And second time also, when this condition is executing, and this information is storing in these both data steps. But we need independent execution, right? We don't need the dependent to each other. Okay, we need independent. It means when this statement executes, this need to store only in class 11 data step. And when age 12 is executes, this need to store in only class 12 data step. So how can we just point the data set? It means here you need to declare the data set name is called this one. After output statement, explicitly, we need to mention the data set name here. Okay, this is the after output statement. When you are declaring something, this we called it as a data set name. This is not the variable name. Okay, at the same way, here you need to declare class 12. Okay, when you execute the program now, see, you can, so in class 11 data set, you can see only 2 records. In class 12 data sets, you can see only 5 records. See here now. So like that, you need to execute separately by using the if then output, and then we need to declare the data step. Okay. If suppose sometimes, okay, sometimes we may forget the thing to declare the data step name in a data set. So if you execute this program, syntactically there is no error, but it will show the syntax error. Why? Because this data set is not specified inside a data statement. This class 13 data set is not specified into data statement. That is the reason it's throwing an error. So always you need to remember, when you are using the output output statement after you are declaring the data set name, the data set name should be declared inside the data statement. Okay, so we need to declare 13. Next, class 14, class 16. If suppose we have not, it means using any other data steps, right? Here, there is no error. Why? Because if you are executing something, it will store inside these data steps. Otherwise, it won't store anything. Okay. So unless until if you are declaring here and that data set not declared inside the data step, then only it will give the error. So if you are declaring here and if you are not storing any data by using the output method, that is the general execution. This is not the syntax error. Okay, this is the perfect execution only. If required, you need to just execute the information. Okay. So see here now. Here you need to just hold the alt symbol, then you need to move the cursor. Okay, alt, hold the alt, plus you need to select the data. Okay, so when you select alt symbol, it will just like that, it will select. Okay, how many lines if you want to select, it will select only those many lines like this. So on that, if you want to replace, you can replace. Okay, and I just copied, right? So when I select, so if I paste, so I'm just copying here, right? If suppose I have spaces, then only it is reading. So here it will copy without any issues. Okay, the vertical level, it will just copy the value. When you copy here, you can see now, it will copy in vertical level. Okay, just be careful of when you are doing this. Okay. Okay, this is the way of selecting if statement method. Now, okay. So after this, we know the basic data step execution. Data, you suppose. Okay, we know this, right? Now, I need to create one variable. Okay, one is with character variable and one is with numeric variable. So I just go, it means by using the SAS class, so I just has some requirements. So I just need to create one more new variable is called gen. I need to create one more new variable is called gen. In that, when I have the value, 6 variable value is m, then I need to replace with male. Then I need to replace with male. If suppose when I have the value f, I need to replace with female. Okay, I need to replace with female. And one more thing, I just need to create one more variable is called age grp. In that age value 11, 12, then I need to replace inside age variable, the value is 10. After this, when I have the value 13, 14, then young 15, 16 old. Okay, so this is the criteria. I need to create 2 new variables. Okay, and I need to create one more variable is called section, the numeric version. When I have the value m, for this I need to declare the variable value is 1, and next f2. Okay, so these things I need to create now. Okay, we know that, we directly know that. So already, yeah, how can you, it means by using set method, so we can create new variables like suppose age is equals to age into 2. This is the general execution, everyone know. So when we execute this code, for each record, it will age value, it will multiply with age value, it will multiply with 2. So if suppose age value is 11, then age value is 22. So here age value is 14, then age value is 28. So multiplication with 2 value, right? So now what is our criteria? This is general execution. It means overall execution. But now we need to create the new variable based on the value level. It means based on the particular value, we need to declare other value. So it means we need to select the condition. It means in sex variable, when we have the value is m, the value is then m, then we need to replace with, then we need to create a new variable is called gen. In that gen variable, we need to store the value is male. And then, and next, when we have in sex variable, the value is f, then we need to create new, then we need to just update the value in gender variable female. So how can we create, right? So here, so it means to declare any new variable without any, it means you can directly declare, but using certain conditions, how can we create? It means for that we required the then statement. It means for any new variable creation, we need to use the condition. Conditional statement is called if statement. Why? Because the where statement, it will not work for the new variables, right? So that is the reason by using the where statement, you cannot create any new variables. So here we required the remaining, we require the statement to create a new variables. So which statement we required? If statement. So in that, what is the syntax for if statement? If, and then we need to declare the condition. Okay. M. After that, we need to declare then statement. After that, we need to declare then statement. Okay. So in then statement, then we need to declare the variable name is gen, new variable name. Okay. Then statement, it will accept any one statement declaration, like already we have used here then statement. So then output to class 11. So here you can declare then gender is equals to male. Okay, then gender is equals to male. So in this sex variable, except the male, do we have any, only we have female, right? So only in this sex variable, only we have m and f. So except this case, we have all values are female. So in that case, we have the relationship. It means for this also you can directly declare like this. For this also you can directly declare and female. Here we have the data truncation, right? So that is the reason you can create a length statement. Okay. So if suppose when I execute this program, will it execute the same data, or is there any truncation for gender variable? Yes, there is a truncation for the gender variable. Why? Because when we are storing the male value inside gender variable, the first time we are declaring only 4 letters, right? So that is the reason it is considering the length of gender variable is 4, but next we are entering 6 letters. So will it store 6 letters? No, that is the reason we need to declare a length statement. So make a habit, when we are creating a character variable, we need to declare the length statement before that variable creation, or use the length statement as a first statement inside a data step. Okay. Dollar gen, suppose 10.5.6. Your wish. Okay. So see here, now it is executing fine. And we have the relationships. If, when we are declaring if condition, then and new var declaration, right? After that, so except this condition, if you want to display all values to, it means if you accept this condition, Remaining all cases, you need to update other value. If you want to update only one other value, it means you can directly declare else statement. So if statement, else statement is followed by if statement. If the condition is false here, then immediately the else statement will execute. It means, so when this condition is true, the else statement will not execute here. For the true conditions, else statement, it will not execute. When the condition is false in the if statement, then else statement will execute, which only for the false conditions. So here you can declare new var, the same thing. So this is the conditional update for the if and else relationship. So in this case, we can directly use, rather than declaring again the if statement, you can directly use else statement, because it means when we are checking with this condition, the remaining all values are female only, right? So we no need to check again with the new condition again. So except this m, in our SAS class, we have all values are female only. So that is the reason, rather than declaring if statement again, I'm directly declaring else statement and executing. So this else statement is immediately followed by the if statement. So in between, if suppose if you are declaring the multiple semicolons, there is no issues. Okay, if you are declaring multiple semicolons there is no any issue. It will read normally. Why? Because every semicolon, it indicates one statement declaration. But when we are declaring else if relationship, in between, if you are entering something, will it accept? No. Why? Because else and if statement, it needs to be follow immediately, right? So the else statement is followed by the if statement, immediate next statement, not after the multiple statements. See now, when we are using even just a semicolon in between the if and else, so is it matching with the if then else class? No. So that is the reason always you need to check after if statement. If we required any else statement declaration, we need to declare immediately without any statement declaration. Okay. So when it means, you need to remember the point is, when this condition is true, it won't execute the else condition for the true conditions which we have declared inside if statement. So it will execute here, but that iteration, it will not check again here. Automatically it moves to next executions. But if the condition is false, then it will move to else statement. Like that, the if statement, it will execute. Okay, so the same method. Okay, I'm declaring gen n, and here gen n 1, 2. Okay, this is the numeric variable declaration. Okay, after that I have one more variable creation is called age group. I have one more variable is declaration is called age group. See now, if age group variable declaration. Okay, the condition is if age in 11, 12. Okay, so in indicates multiple value selection. So here we are declaring only single value, right? So that is the reason you can directly use declare statement, but you cannot declare multiple values by using only single select statement. So there is no meaning to declare like this, right? So further, if you want to select any multiple values, you need to declare one more operator is called in operator for any variable declarations. So age in 11, 12. Then we need the condition declaration. Then age GRP is equals to, what is the condition? What is the value? Teen, semicolon. Okay, next, if if 13, 14, next 16, 17. Okay, see here now.
15, 16.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So here you can see the data truncation. What we need to do?
Give the length for each group.
Each group. So again, I'm telling, when we are creating a character variable, we need to declare the length statement. Otherwise, you can see the data like truncation. Okay. So here we have only 19 observations. So you can easily find out the issue. But we may have thousands of lakhs of data. On that particular time, when we are, it means sometimes we will declare the variable length 200 or 150 or like that. So you don't know if any one letter also is truncating. So if you want to check that data, it is very, it will take very length, it means long time to find the issue. Okay. So to avoid that one, while you are creating a character variable, declare a required length for that variable to ignore the data truncation. Okay, always keep remind this point. So when I open this, okay, it is executing fine. Now again we have the question. So here when we are declaring like this, so yeah, in generally we can check. So when this condition is true, so when I open the class data step in 14, okay, so it will check in the first condition. Is the condition is true? False. It will check in the second statement. Is the condition is true? Yes. So it will display age group value is young. So when the condition is true here, is this required to execute next statement as well? If the condition is true here, is this required to execute this statement as well? No, right? So if you are declaring independent statement, if you are declaring independent if statement, it will search and check each and every record separately. It will search and execute each record separately. So but this is not the correct way to declare a single variable. Okay, this is not the correct way to declare a single variable. Why? Because for this, we need to declare the statement process is called else if relationship. Else if relationship. What is meant by else if relationship? Okay, what is meant by else if relationship? If this condition is true, the same age level value is no need to check the next statements. If the first condition is true, it no need to check with the next condition. So for that, we need to declare the relationship is called else if. Okay, previously we have only declaration is else. It indicates if this condition is not true, the remaining all values will execute here. So, but when we are executing with the if and else if relationship, if this condition is not true, then it will execute, it will check with the next condition. If this condition is not true, then it will check with the next condition. And if you have many conditions like that, if you are declaring multiple if statements, so it will read till the end. It means first it will check the first if statement. So for example, we'll check with the first run. So is the condition is true for the first record? No. So it will move to second iteration, second else if statement. Is the condition is true? Yes. So when this condition is true, it will immediately just stop execution with the next else if statements, and then it will execute the next conditions. Suppose x is equals to 10. Okay. So in second, for the first iteration, the condition is satisfying here, right? From here, automatically the cursor will comes to next statement, not the else if statement. Okay. Here the condition is true, right? Immediately it will goes to this statement. Okay. It will not execute the again this statement. So if suppose, for example, here, so when it is checking with the 11th iteration, what is the value? Age 11. So in age 11, the condition is true for first if statement itself. So when this condition is true here, will it execute the else if relationship? No. From here, directly it will execute the next statement. It will avoid the else if relationship. Okay. It will avoid the else if relationship. So if you have any other statement declarations, if suppose you can directly declare, okay, un unknown. Okay. Other than these categories, if you have any age values, you can directly declare like this. It means unknown. So we have all values, right? Automatically you can see only teen, young, old. If you have any other value other than these age groups, for all it will get unknown. Okay, is it clear? Any questions? Okay, we regularly use these concepts. The if, the new variable creations, and if else relationship, these things. Okay, perfect then. So I'm just, so instead of, we don't need this, don't need this part. Okay, if suppose for this also, I'm creating one more new variable like n numeric variable, one order. Three. $99 semicolon. When I execute this program, the same execution, it will execute for even numeric variable as well. So something got an error. See here now, age group, gender, okay, age group n. Sorry, I didn't get you. UNK means, I just updated the UNK means unknown. Okay. So if it is not satisfying with any of these conditions, automatically you can see the remaining values unknown. So if suppose if I miss the condition here, so will it execute so it will execute only 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 only. So the remaining value, which is 16, that you can see the unknown as a value now. Okay. But we are declaring 16. Is it clear now? Okay. Now, here you may get the question. So, what is that question? It means by using the same condition here, are we declaring any different conditions or same condition? Till here and next else statement also. So the conditions are same, right? The condition is same, but this condition required two statement executions. Did you get the point? This condition is required two statement executions, but by using the then statement, we can declare only single statement. By using the then statement, we can declare only single statement. We cannot declare multiple statements. So then how can we execute this? Did you get the question? So here, this is the condition. And this is also the same condition. But here we have different approach for new variable creation. Here we have different approach for the new variable creation. So, but the condition is same. By using the same condition, we are creating different variables. So, is there any possibility to create with you by using only single time? Then we can declare multiple variable declarations. It means multiple statement declarations. Is there any possibility? Yes. For that, we have the declaration part is called. For that, we have the declaration part is called then do relationship. So when we are declaring the then do statement, we need to end with end statement after the all statement declarations. In between, okay, in between this do and end, you can declare n number of statements as like a data program. N number of data statement you can declare, not in a single, multiple statements. So, but when these all statements will execute for only true conditions, so when this condition is satisfied, then only these statements will execute. Otherwise, it won't execute any other statements. Okay. So for this, we need one more statement is called gen1. So rather than declaring single statement declaration by using then statement, I'm using then do relationship. So do statement, it will end with the end statement. So when we need to declare end statement after declaration of required variable information with the execution of this condition. Okay. So I have just declared two variables. Then again, I need to create by using else relationship also, I need to execute two statements. So for if statement, we have created then do. So do we have for else also then do? No, there is no then for the else statement. You can directly use else do, and next you can declare the variables. So else, when you are starting with the do statement, we need to close with the end statement. See here now, if suppose, so this we don't require now. Okay, by using the single condition, we are creating a multiple variables. By using the single condition, we are creating a multiple variables. See here. Okay, so we have just given the length statement, right? That is the reason it is just showing. So if suppose if you miss any end statement, you will get the syntax errors. There is no unclosed, there is one unclosed do block. So when you are using the do statement, we need to must end with the end statement. Otherwise, it will give a syntax error. It will give syntax error. If suppose if the execution same thing, I need to execute for the if and can you tell me now? Unmute and tell me. So how can I execute for the age group related variable?
Then
Age group is equals to teen, and then
age group is equal to n.
Age group n is equals to
1.
1.
okay, and next We need to end with
And
end statement. After that, we need to declare
Do.
do
And
statement
do.
again.
Age group young.
Okay. Next,
Age group N 2.
age group N,
And
end. Then do
age group old. Age group N 3.
age group N,
And end.
And
end. So
else do.
Else
Else
is
do. Else age
here
group
also
okay.
do
Age group equal to 4.
Age group N
9.
9. And
And
end. So this is the programming regularly what we do in our work level. See here now. Is it clear for everyone or not?
yes.
yes.
Okay. Like that, you can declare the statements. If suppose, for example, sometimes you make out the data teen so what I need now, the teen data, it need to store in teen data step, young data that need to store in young data step, old data that need to store in old data step, and unknown data to store in unknown data step. So how can you store now?
Output.
Output data name.
Output,
Data set name.
then we need to declare data set name. Okay, output, then we need to declare
Young.
next. Here also output
Output old.
OL. Next output
UNK.
UNK. Like that, you can just do with the programming parts. Okay, you can try to, you can just made your own questions. So I just created age 11, 12 is one group, 13, 14 is one group, 15, 16 is one group, right? Like that, you can just select the data by using height and weight in SAS class, and you can try other way questions. It means selecting the different type of executions, all arithmetic operation, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, is equals to, like that. Okay, can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is about the if and where execution. I think we have covered a lot of things in if and where. So yeah, this is the enough information for the if and where. Okay. Next, we will start new concept is called functions. We'll start new concept is called functions. Okay. In functions, we have three types. One is character functions. Character, and other one is numeric And so in this numeric only, you'll get even date and time functions also. Okay, so first we will discuss character functions. So we have too many functions in characters. And so when you are just checking with online or any book, you may get hundreds of functions. You can see too many functions inside our SAS environment. But in that, we just required only selected functions. So what we are discussing in the class, just make ready and very good practice on those functions. It's fine. So no need to learn the new functions. Why? Because so those functions actually we don't need it. So by using this, what we are discussing in the class, these functions is enough for the execution, enough for our programming parts. Okay. So first the functions. So I'll just declare sub string, next scan, trim, left, strip, find C, count C, next transword, translate, length, n, length n function, and cat s, cat t, cat x. After that, if C, Kolaski, any punctuations. Okay, so these are the functions. Okay, these are the character functions. Yes, these are very less what we have discussed. Okay, if you search in SAS help or Google, so I think by just checking with the function only, it will take 2 to 3 days. Because too many different type of functions we have. Okay, but these are the regular functions by what we covered in the programming part. Okay, now we'll discuss with the one by one, and just it means forget about the syntaxes as of now, but by checking the function name, so you can easily identify what the function will do. You can easily identify what the function will do. Why? Because the names, these all names is related the similar meaning with, it means it related to English meaning, like substring. Sub means a piece of part in the whole string. So it just when we are using substring, it means it will cut the piece of part in the total string. So for that we need to just use the substring function. Scan function. So scan function, it will generally scan the words. Okay. Trim means it will just cut the spaces. It will cut the trailing spaces. So left means what left function will do? So I'll tell you the example wise. So it means strip. It means it will just remove the spaces. Find means it will find the value. Count means it will count the value. Transword means it will replace the value. Length means it will find the length. Cat means it concatenates the value. Okay, Kolaski means, so it will just count the, it means it will just give the non-missing value. Okay, any alpha, it indicates it will identify the alpha first alphabet position in that particular string. Any digit, it's same, it will find the digit position. Any punctuation, it means other than alpha and digits, any other punctuations, it means at the rate, forward slash, backward slash, plus, minus, anything or the punctuations, right? So those punctuations it will identify. Okay, so these are the functions we can use regularly.
Sir, even index and indexee also we use regularly, no?
Yes, index and indexee also we can use regularly, but in the same method we can use the find and find C.
Okay.
Okay, so both can be same. Find, it will just find the word or letters, sorry, characters together and letter, and each letter individually. Even index as well. Okay, you can use anywhere. Okay, now we'll start with few functions today. Data, class, sorry, demo. Okay, so in X variable, I'm just is equals to declaring this is SAS class. Okay, this is SAS class. So yeah, I'm using the function x1. Okay, so I need to declare the substring function. So first, always you need to think the function, and then we need to check with inside arguments. Okay, then only we can declare. So if you are not know, if it means you don't know the arguments, what we need to declare. So the function, it will give the syntax errors. So always we need to check proper argument declaration. So in this substring function, we have maximum arguments. It means we have 3 arguments. So if suppose first we need to declare the string here, and then we need to declare start position, a position which we need to start to cut the string, and next number of letters count. Letters are anything, characters. Number of characters count. Okay, so here I'm declaring substring function. First we need to declare string. So here X is the string, X variable is the string. So I need to cut only HIS. So I need to cut only HIS 3 letters only. So here first, in second argument, what we need to declare? The start position. So to start to cut this string, it means which position the H is there? Second position. It means we need to declare 2 here. After this, how many letters we need? 3 letters. So we need to count 1, 2, 3. So third argument is number of characters count. So generally some people think so even they also declared this one treat like as a position. So don't think this is a position. So substring function, it will start with the starting position, and then it will just give the data based on number of character declaration. The third argument is number of characters count. Okay, number of characters count we need to declare. So here we are declared 3. So it will give this 3 characters. Okay, this is the syntax for substring function. Okay. If suppose x2 is equals to if I need from starting of second position, or if starting of any position, if I need total word from here, I need to execute the total word. For this, how can we declare the end position? It means we don't need to declare end position. If you want to start and we need to till end, it means you can directly declare the start position. We don't require the end position, number of characters count. So now in x2 variable, what value it will get? It will get from this position till end, it will give the answer. Okay, like that also you can declare by using the substring function. Okay. Okay, so now tell me now, the substring function has maximum arguments 3. Okay, in third argument, you need to declare the number of characters count. In second argument, you need to declare the start position. Okay, in first argument, we need to declare string. Okay, here also we have done same thing, but here we haven't declared any third position. So here how the data will display? So from starting position onwards, remaining data it will display totally. Okay. Okay. So one thing we'll do, we'll discuss the class next Wednesday and we'll complete the character functions. Okay.
Hello, Raghu.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to declare till I or is, how to do that?
Sorry, just a minute, please. Sorry.
If you want to declare in the middle somewhere like till I or till SA only, so how to do that?
So for that, we need to just count the characters. So this is the position. Suppose the position which we, so where you need to start?
Anywhere, like if we are starting from H, then.
So this is the second position. Okay, already we have declared. And then we need to count these characters. How many characters still here? 3. And then
3.
we need to count even space as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So from H, it means from second position, if x3 variable is equals to x comma 2 comma 9. You need to declare like this. So this is number of characters count. Okay. So we miss the, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So for here, it is 10 count, characters count. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah, we have too many functions to discuss. So next class, we will complete this. Okay. Thank you. And please practice what we have discussed if then relationship as well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.